I've been working on this AI model now for over 3 weeks, but it's finally done. Let's just give it one last test. Okay, yes, it's working. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Am I Doing With My Life? Please God help me. But I guess we got 1,000 subs now, so that's pretty cool. Just I have one small problem. Budget Tom Scott is going
This ain't
crazy.
Tom Scott.
This is
Scum.
Amazon
Tom
Basic
Scott.
reminds me of that.
Tom Scott advising to the head.
So yeah, everyone's calling me Tom Scott now. Come on, we don't even look alike. And I want to be my own original person, so how are we going to fix this? Simple, I need to do something completely original, something he's never even thought of. Like creating a machine learning algorithm specifically to play, you guessed it, Plants vs Zombies. What the fuck? Now you know why I'm making this, let's talk about how. If you need a quick refresher, Plants vs Zombies, or PvZ, is a tower defense game created by PopCap. There are 5 lanes you need to defend from the hordes of the undead, with your ultimate aim being to defend your house and prevent the zombies from eating your brains. To successfully achieve this, you need to find the right combination of plants to place on your lawn. Each plant has different stats, abilities, use cases and costs, the currency being sun. There are common strategies used in every level, like sunflowers in the back or walnuts in the front, but different zombie types and environments force you to constantly change your playstyle. At this point we have 2 options, visual learning or programmed from scratch. If we choose visual learning, we can use the base game and then just teach the computer to recognize zombies and their positions and other important variables, but we'll have to buy it off Steam. Or we could choose to program the entire thing from scratch, spend countless painful hours working on a recreation that will never be as good as the original, and reveal how extraordinarily I am at programming. Come on bro, 4 quid's 4 quid. And we're done. I'll be adding the AI later, but first I better check whether it's any good. So I'll be sending this off to my Discord server, which you can join by the way. And hopefully someone can give me some feedback. Well, that was a waste of time.
A few moments later.
Only a few corrections? That's great news. Yeah, I think I can handle it. What happened to my hair? I don't know, but most importantly, I fixed all the mistakes. This means I managed to add cooldowns, the pea shooters now shoot peas instead of guns, I increased the walnut health and much more. I'd also like to address why I haven't added any animations. Basically, I need the game to run as smooth as possible because eventually I'll be running multiple iterations at the same time to train the AI faster. Therefore, if the AI can run 100 games simultaneously on the same machine, it will be able to train itself 100 times faster. All good? Nice. Not again. Psh, of course I have.
Hello there, I'm your Code Monkey. Let's learn how to use machine learning and ML agents in Unity. This is a very powerful toolkit that lets you create some extremely intelligent AI. It helps you solve tons of problems that would simply be impossible to solve while using classic AI. There's an
It may have taken a while, but here it is. Don't worry if you don't understand. I'm going to walk you through exactly what's happening. Why is it spazzing so much? Unity has a package you can install that allows you to train AI models. What you just saw was me training the AI to find a ball. We can do this by feeding it info like the position of the ball and other variables which it can make its own judgment on. The AI's training is divided into episodes, with each episode being defined as a success or a fail. In our example, when the AI finds the ball, the episode ends as a success. But if the AI takes too long or collides with a wall, it fails. The AI can then analyze what actions it took in successful runs and try to replicate the situations in future episodes. But how do we fine-tune the code to specify what is actually a success or a failure? This is where the points system comes into play. You can award a positive number of points for everything the model does right, and negative ones for every action you don't want to happen. Because you can assign a different number of points to different events, you can choose how serious they are, which ultimately decides how much of a success each episode is. It starts to become more complicated when you try and solve a problem of greater complexity, but the essentials don't change. When it plays Plants vs Zombies, the AI has a total of 181 actions it can take. It can choose between 4 plants, the pea shooter, sunflower, walnut and potato mine, and place on 1 out of 45 squares, and obviously it can also choose to place none at all. The AI follows the same rules as me, so it can't place a plant if there isn't enough sun, or if the cooldown time hasn't been met. And when the zombies beat the AI, the episode resets and then it can try again indefinitely. Currently, killing a zombie awards a positive point, a plant dying awards a negative point, the zombies getting into your house awards a ton of negative points, and surviving the entire episode gives you even more positive ones. There's also an arbitrary number of positive points added each second to encourage the AI to survive as long as possible. I'm slightly worried about the negative points outweighing the positive ones, which is exactly what the internet told me not to do, but I guess we'll find out. The idea is that I'll be able to train the artificial intelligence until it's better than me, and therefore can survive longer and kill more zombies. And with a little bit of editing magic, who am I kidding? I've already programmed it. Well, that wasn't meant to happen. Shit. Okay, so the AI is being trained right now. Here is what it looks like before it was trained. Here is what it looks like while it's being trained. I'm going to leave it on, go to sleep, and hopefully when I wake up in the morning, it should improve. Spoiler alert, it broke. My computer ran out of storage, but we did manage to train and save the brain we've been working on. And as you can see, it's learned absolutely fuck all. Now I could end the video here, chalk the project up as another failure. It wouldn't be the first time. And then maybe make a part 2 in a week or so. But don't worry, because I'm not that kind of guy.